Hi guys, and welcome to this week's tutorial. So for this week's makeup look, I'm going to be recreating a makeup that I saw on Bella Hadid. So her makeup was done by a celebrity makeup artist and the look was just really beautiful and summery. Her eyes were kind of like a bronze orangey type of shade. It's kind of similar shades that you would find in the Urban Decay Naked Heat palette. So it was just a really summery, vibrant look. So I thought it would be great to recreate. So let's get into it. So to start the makeup look, I'm going to be using my NYX Eye Primer in the shade Beige. So the palette that I'll be using today is one from Revlon, and it's the Revlon ColorStay palette in the Maverick shades. So these are the colors that I'll be using. So I'm going to start with the very lightest color. I'm going to work that all over the lid. So next I'm going to be going in with a slightly more orange shade. I'm going to be using this shade in the palette, which is kind of like a cross between a terracotta and an orange. So now going in with a slightly deeper shade, I'm going to be using the shade right here, and I'm just going to wing out the eyeshadow a little bit because Bella's look had kind of like a very winged eyeshadow effect to lift the eye. So that's what I'm going to try and recreate with this look as well. So now I'm going to use a much darker shade to just enhance the crease of my eye even more. So I'm going to be using the shade in the middle of the palette, and I'm going to use that in the crease. So just in this area here on the outer V, and I'm just going to make it a bit darker and more enhanced. So now I'm going to take that color and I'm going to use it on the bottom of my lash line as well. So taking this color in the middle, and I'm just going to lightly enhance the lower lash line. So next I'm going to be using this shade in the palette, which is the darkest shade, and I'm going to use that just to create some more definition at my lash line and a bit more on the lower lash line and in the crease as well. So now I'm going to be using a shimmer. I'm going to be using this kind of nice bronze orangey shade. I'm going to use that on the lower lash line and on the center of my lids. So next, moving on to eyeliner, I'm going to be using this pencil here from Palladio, and it's called Brownie. It's kind of like a nice brown kind of bronze eyeliner. So it's just a retractable eyeliner, and I'm going to use that to enhance my top lash line. So next, to enhance the inner corners of my eyes, I'm going to be using this highlighting pencil here from MAC, and it's called Snowed In. So it's just a really beautiful kind of pearl pencil to enhance the inner corners. So now moving on to mascara. So for mascara, I'm going to be using this one here from Maybelline. It is the Falsies Push Up Angel Mascara. So now moving on to base, I'm going to be using this concealer here from L'Oreal, and it's called the Infallible More Than Concealer. And the shade that I have is Latte. This is a really good concealer. It's very full coverage, so I'm going to be using it as a foundation today. So now I'm going to be using this concealer here from Maybelline, and it's their Age Rewind Concealer. I'm just going to use that around my nose and under my eyes. So next for contour, I'm going to be using this stick here from MAC, and it's just a really nice kind of brownie contour shade. So next for blush, I'm going to be using this one here from MAC again, and this was a collaboration with a makeup artist for celebrities. I'm going to be using this shade in the palette, and it's so beautiful. It's kind of a very sheer orange color, and it's called Moons of Saturn. It also has a bronzer in the bottom, and it has a highlighter as well. So I'm going to use the cheek color just on my finger, and I'm just going to tap that where you would use blush. So now just using that highlighter, the nice gold shade, I'm just going to use that where you would highlight. So next, to add some more shine, I'm going to be using this highlighter stick from Nude by Nature, and the shade I have is Opal number 4. So this is what it looks like. It's just a really pretty kind of pearl shade. I'm just going to use that on a brush and use that on the high points of my face. So now that the skin is done, I'm going to move on to brows. So for brows, I'm going to use my LA Girls Shady Slim Eyebrow Pencil in Brunette. Before this look, Bella's eyebrows, they looked very natural and they weren't super filled in. So I'm just going to try and keep my eyebrows very natural but still filled in. So to set my brows, I'm going to be using my Boho Brows Clear Soap. So now lastly, moving on to lips, I'm going to be using two products. I'm going to be using this lipstick from Tarte and it's called Surf's Up. It's just a really nice kind of orangey brown shade. You can see it's a really pretty shade that will suit the makeup as well. And just for a little bit of shine, I'm going to be using my Fenty Gloss Bomb, and the shade I have is Fenty Glow. So there you go, this is the finished Bella Hadid inspired makeup look. I really hope that you enjoyed this tutorial. I hope you learned something. Please like and subscribe to my channel. I upload new videos every Friday, and I will see you guys in my next video.